I'm not like other people. I'm quite used to being confined to my home for long periods of time. Usually, I'd have to wear some sort of an ankle bracelet, but coronavirus, unlike the justice system, is not such a cruel mistress. The only thing I'm compelled to wear during this pandemic is a face mask. Here's one of my favourites. It's a mask of famous Swansea celebrity Mr. Dylan Thomas, the well-known womanizer, drunkard and writer of verse. There was a young woman from Swansea who went out one night down Wine Street and did something that rhymed with Swansea. When she got back, she hurt her back and was rushed off to a Swansea hospital somewhere in Swansea. Probably. That was one of Mr. Dylan Thomas's famous verses, entitled, "Do not go gentle into Swansea and hurt your back when you get back." Although the doctors wouldn't have been able to do that much for her bad back, would they? The best thing she could have done was to lay down on a hard surface for half an hour, eating a carrot. It works for me. But apparently, this Dylan Thomas mask will protect me from all known viruses, including the coronavirus, COVID-19, and scurvy. Wearing it allows me to safely roam the streets of Dylan's ugly, lovely town, looking at all the ugly, lovely women and hunchbacks in the park. Although I can't call them hunchbacks anymore, can I? Calling them hunchbacks may offend the actual hunchbacks, or people who are not hunchbacks but would like to be offended on their behalf. No, we must stop calling the hunchbacks hunchbacks and call them something a little more inoffensive, such as lumpy wumpies. Oh yes, the lumpy wumpy in the park. That would make a good movie, wouldn't it? It could be the sequel to the Lumpy Wumpy of Notre Dame, who had to leave Notre Dame and come to the park because of the fire at Notre Dame. The other thing my Dylan Thomas mask prevents is that it prevents me from being recognised whenever I do something that I shouldn't be doing when I'm out on the streets of ugly Swansea, my lovely. When questioned by the police as to the identity of the perpetrator of such a heinous crime, the victim, a Mrs. Woman of no fixed shop doorway, replied, "It was that bloody womanizing drunkard writer of verse, Mr. Dylan Thomas, who did it. And don't let him use being dead for almost 60 years as an excuse. I know what I saw." Of course, wearing a mask is just one of the government's directives that I take heed of. Another one is washing my hands twice whenever it's somebody's birthday. No, sorry. I tell a lie. It's washing my hands whilst singing "Happy Birthday to You" twice. I'm not quite sure of all the words, though I do have to improvise a little. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear God. Why am I singing this song? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear God, why am I singing this song? Happy birthday to you. And there, look, all the coronavirus has been washed away. And so too has most of the blood and all the other bodily fluids. But there is a serious side to all of this. There are a lot of people out there who aren't coping too well on a mental level with this pandemic and all its constraints. And so people say to me, Cycle Dave, they say, has this coronavirus affected you mentally at all? And I say, has this coronavirus affected me mentally at all? And they say yes. Has this pandemic affected you mentally at all? And I say, no,